So the first thing you have to do when you cook pasta is you have to put music on, or else it's not very much fun. Alright. And then there's the pot. I think my mom washed it for me. Not that it matters. You have to fill it up with water. I usually stand over here while that's happening, so I don't have to listen to the faucet. It needs a lot of water. If you look closely, you can see my grandma walking outside. Let me get a better shot at that. Yeah, there she goes. That's not enough water. This cat's a little concerned because he hears construction noises outside. He's on high alert. As you can see. Oh, it's more than enough water. Okay. I don't know if I can pick this up with one hand. I can't. Okay. You have to turn it on. I'm always nervous about using high, but I put it close to high. Alright, so the pasta's in here. Let's see. So the classic pasta is the 1 3-pound box of elbows. That's what I'll make. Got a lot of other pasta too, but I'll save that for later. Hopefully, we're hoping the cleaning people don't come. They're supposed to come between 11 and 12. Hopefully they're good about that. It shouldn't take 30 minutes. Jesus, it's hard to do things with one hand. Okay, you try to open the pasta before the water boils so that it's ready. It's not ready. The cat's come to join me. He thinks I'm making him food. He's wrong about that. He doesn't eat pasta. Now, while I wait for it to boil, I like to fill up my water bottles. He likes to explore drawers that are usually closed. It's just pots in there, something interesting, but he's he's exploring for himself. This water bottle takes a long time to fill up, so we can just film the cat for now. It looks very comfy in there. Okay, water bottle's almost done. Yeah, alright, that's some water. There's more water bottles to do though. It's apparently comfortable. Oh, there he goes. This water bottle, you can't tell how full it is. So you just kind of have to feel when it starts to get cold towards the top. Look at that. That was almost perfect, but I spilled a little bit. Now, if you want to take a break from water bottles, that's perfectly okay. You can get... do I have... No, I don't have one out. Well, you can get a spoon, such as this. What you need to do, because this is where you're going to drain the pasta, you have to put the spoon under here, because it's hard to pick up otherwise, especially when it's full of pasta. That's good though, nothing more to do there. Also, you can get out the oven mitts in preparation for carrying the pot. Okay, so the camera's not working very well. That's solidly within the Maceo tradition. We're just throwing away a bag of garbage right now. If you can see, somebody didn't compost their clementine peels. That's a problem. We're gonna have to film this in a fractured way, unfortunately. But yeah, the camera doesn't always work. It's working now, though, so we can fill up another water bottle. This water bottle, I think, was hit by a car, which is why it's kind of weird on the bottom. Part of that's just like a hand grip, but the other is like a tilt. It doesn't stand up quite straight. It's kind of difficult with one hand. Okay, let's check on the boiling water. Not boiling. I always check on it, though. I like to know where it's at. Here you can see our cheesy cat food. Cats do indeed savor cheese. No doubt about it. Inevitably there's going to be a time when you just don't have anything to do and you're waiting for the pasta to be done. However, one thing I like to do is I like to take the stickers off of fruit so that whoever eats the fruit later doesn't have to do it then. Just because I have extra time now. So it's like a service, which makes up for the fact that I guess I don't wash the pot very often. Yep. Only 2 apples today, though. Not a whole lot of time spent there. Yeah, everything's pretty clean because we were waiting for the cleaning people. It's not a whole lot for me to do. I can make myself some coffee, though. Or not make, but pour. Somebody else made it. But I'm happy to drink it. Okay, and then, also, I like to put things in the dishwasher. Like when people leave stuff in the sink, somebody has to put it in the dishwasher, and I've got time to do it right now. So if I do it now, I don't have to do it when it's not convenient. It's a good system, I think. But again, there wasn't a whole lot to do there. Check on the water. Yeah, it's taking its time. I guess for the sake of the video, I'll turn it up so I don't waste too much time in the kitchen not doing anything. Oh, we got a cat jumping. Yeah, he's a bit excited. Sometimes I just like to hang out and listen to the music. That's what I'll do right now. There's nothing to film, though. It's going to be done soon enough, though, that I don't want to necessarily do a cut. And I want to get the whole experience. The sitting is part of the experience, after all. I don't know if you can hear me over the music. I don't know how this thing picks up sound. Like when it's competing. Usually gets my voice pretty well, though. I guess we'll do the last water bottle for lack of anything else to do. I usually like to wait and let all my water bottles get empty before I make pasta for precisely this reason. Also, I ought to move this book so the cleaning people don't put it somewhere where I cannot find it later. This looks like a good place for it. Oh, I shouldn't need this piece of paper anymore. It was a absentee ballot, which was not filled out. Luckily, nobody won by 1 point, so it wasn't a big deal. Oh, also, I gotta groom the plant. It's a few dead leaves, I think. That's not dead enough. But up here, yeah, this has to be taken off. Alright. This gets put in the compost. Which I don't think is full yet, but I have compost in my room. Probably have to take it out. Oh, I left one of them out. It's over here. make sure the watering can here is full. Yeah, basically. Water a little bit, I guess. This one I always forget to water. And I think this needs more water than we ever give it. But I watered it recently. Oh, this I did not. Alright, here's something. See me watering. A little something like that. A beautiful snowy landscape. But I have pictures of it. Here is a picture of my half mustache upon graduation. It's a good picture of me, I think. We're getting there. I'll actually get a bowl because I'm going to be eating pasta as soon as it's done because I'm hungry. I had to wait until like 10:30 to eat. I've only had cereal today. Oh, we got a new song. Okay. Oh, cheese. Yeah, I gotta get the cheese out. I'm basically eating this cheese I got at Costco, which will last me, I guess, right up until the end of the break. And then I'll have to get more. I don't know how that's gonna go. It's reasonably good. It's actually spicier than usual pepper jack cheese. Like, the peppers, they're not just for decorations. If you eat them, sometimes it's like, hey, that's actually rather spicy. So I was impressed for Costco cheese. This exceeded expectations. But pasta cheese has low expectations pretty much regardless. It's just really there to make it taste cheesy. It's the sauce that gives most of the flavor in general. Speaking of sauce, let's see. There was this good pesto. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. It's just behind some stuff. Yeah, this is what I've been eating mostly, so I'll eat it again to give a good representation. Has cilantro, as you can see. I froze it actually for a while because I knew it would go bad if I just opened it during the semester. It was specifically saved for winter when I'd be home all the time eating it. As you can see, it hasn't gone bad yet. But it's also almost the end of vacation. I haven't finished it. I might freeze it again. Which, I mean, some people might consider overkill, but I don't know, it tastes fine after being frozen, I think. I couldn't tell. The thing is, even after I put the pasta in, I'm going to have to wait more, but at least I get to stir it then. But yeah, this is usually the amount of extra time I have. This is really not unusual. Yeah, we're close. Let me get the stirring tool out. This is the one I like because it can really grab the pasta. And, like, if it starts getting stuck to the edge, it like takes it right off. Actually, as a treat, let me get out the bouncy ball. I used to do this when I was younger and I had less things to do in the kitchen, but I would throw it a little something like that. I can't do it with a damn Snuggie on. But here we go. And I mean, I would do more than like this. This is just the basic. Actually, let me see if I can get it. I would try to shoot it into the fruit basket. But I always have to put my iPod under some stuff. So I don't want to get hit with the damn ball. That's safe. No glasses. I always check. Let's see if I can get a good. I haven't done it in a while. I've gotten, I guess, more mature or something. Oh, we got a new song. I'll get it before the pasta's done at any rate. I don't know if I like whole that much. Oh, I think it's boiling actually. Yep, alright, good. So now we put in 3 pounds of elbows. That's all the recipe calls for. You don't need to put like salt in or whatever. I mean, it'll boil whenever. I don't need salt to lower the boiling temperature. That's kind of pointless, I think. Yeah, anyway, there's too much water. I put a little too much in. I get annoyed about that. Just because I don't like to waste the water. Ideally, you should see it like poking out the top a little. It shouldn't be completely submerged. Especially for these little dudes. The bigger pieces of pasta use less water, or no, use more because they have more space in between. These use even less. What I put in would have been enough for 3 pounds of bigger ones. Okay, so I can turn the heat down a little. We can go down to like medium, or a little under medium. And I will try to take a proper shot. I try to spin it. Oh, jeez. That's the fun of it when the ball goes all over. But I can't film and wear a Snuggie and actually go all out here. So you gotta go like that. I snap the wrist when I throw it so that it bounces off the wall and kind of spins to the right. Not that it does a whole lot, but this ball is also just a little hard, so it doesn't spring the way. I have another one. Ooh, that was close. Nope. That wasn't. Oh. And I would have a point system where it was like 2 points for the very top. And the other two I found actually that the bottom one was kind of hard to get in, even though it was so big, just because it had so much stuff on top of it. So the bottom and the middle one were both just 1 point.